Please watch to the end. Comment and respond to other people's comments.
More than 2 years ago, it was right here where Michael Duran was shot and killed by Jacob Troxel following a road rage incident that brought them here, right between the Billings YMCA and our KTVQ news station. We caught the entire incident on our surveillance camera, and on Tuesday morning, that trial began with Troxel claiming self-defense.
Avoidable, preventable, senseless.
There wasn't a shortage of emotions inside the Yellowstone County Courthouse Tuesday morning.
This case is about the senseless murder of Michael Duran.
He was trying to get him to stop. Why wouldn't he stop?
Prosecutors and defense attorneys presented their opening statements to a jury regarding a road rage incident that turned fatal in August of 2022.
The murder of an unarmed 29-year-old man who should still be alive today.
Troxel is accused of shooting Michael Duran 7 times through a car window while the two exchanged punches, an act the prosecution told jurors was completely unnecessary.
The defendant provokes him by punching him, hitting him, chasing him, spitting on him.
But the defense argues 31-year-old Jacob Troxel didn't have a choice.
They begin fighting. Duran won't stop. He's grabbing at Jacob's shirt. He's getting in his face.
The defense also told jurors Duran went back to violently attacking Troxel after the two had separated, with Troxel even returning to his own vehicle.
Between punches, possibly losing consciousness, and Sierra screaming, Jacob does the one thing he has to do, the only thing he can do. Grabs his gun from the back seat and fires.
The trial continued with the first set of witnesses, a detective involved in the response to the case, and a doctor that handled the autopsy, and is expected to continue throughout the week.
This is a case about self-defense,
with much to still be decided.
Michael isn't here to tell you about what happened that day. He can't tell you why he tried to reason with the defendant.
The incident happened right about here on 4th Avenue North in the summer of 2022. The defendant shot the victim right around here, a couple of cars out here, as well as emergency crews. And the surveillance video at the station picked that up, which was used as evidence in the trial.
To the charge of deliberate homicide with a weapon enhancement. Guilty.
A jury found 31-year-old Jacob Troxel of Billings guilty in the shooting death of 29-year-old Michael Duran.
I was thankful for justice to be served.
Ashley Woodward was Michael Duran's girlfriend, and she sat through the trial.
The grief feels fresh. He's still gone. And so I'm glad that somebody who's able to do something that violent and horrific is not on the streets anymore. I'm thankful for that.
Michael's family was also in the courtroom and responded to the verdict after the jury deliberated for a little more than 5 hours.
I think our logical brain is grateful for the video.
The incident was caught on a KTVQ security camera aimed at 4th Avenue North and North 32nd Street. It began with a road rage incident between Troxel and Duran before escalating to violence that ended Duran's life. Prosecutors suggested that Troxel's actions were unprovoked and unnecessary. Troxel's defense attorneys say it's important to look at the entirety of the video, saying he feared for his life and his actions were justified.
There was a clear break in the fight that occurred, and that Jacob clearly disengaged.
The jury and Michael Duran's family looked at the video differently.
How many times did he have to get assaulted before he was able to actually defend himself? And that's what I think the jury understood, and they came to the correct verdict, I believe.
And after 2.5 years, a coroner's inquest, and a trial, they finally have justice.
When you see someone walk out of the room in handcuffs, you're like, okay, like someone is being held accountable for this. And I think more than anything for our family, we feel so supported by the community of Billings.
The most difficult thing for me, I guess, was hearing some of the things that I knew were not true about Michael, because of the heart that he was.
Jacob Troxel's family was also in the courtroom for the trial.
They're upset, they're in shock, and that's to be expected. I think they're going to be processing this over the next few days, weeks, months.
There were 2 families who have been ruined now.
He was a really incredible man, and I think anybody that met him and knew him knew that.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.